So the next thing we're going to do are the trees. And for these, I'm using my liner brush. In fact, for this one, the big one, I'll probably use my bamboo brush at first. So I need a thick mix, blue, red, yellow ochre. And maybe a lot more yellow ochre. And then I'm going to flick it up like this. And I'm trying to get it to blend in here. Maybe finger. Using your finger is the best way. Okay, then let's do branches. First, fairly careful, and it's best normally to go out from the trunk. And then I just increase the number. So maybe I've done this tree too big. But it's fairly nice. Okay, and then the tree here. Ideally, it's wider at the bottom than the top. But if you can't achieve that, don't worry too much. The best way of doing that, of course, is when you start at the bottom and go up, press down quite hard so it makes it wider, the brush wider at the bottom, and then as you go up, don't press down so much so it's getting a bit thinner. But even I haven't been able to change the width that much, to be honest. You can always just make it thicker at the bottom by doing this, but that can be a bit dangerous because you can go out too much. Okay, that's add a bit more. And then with my finger, try to blend it in. Okay, not too bad. But these trees look a bit like the same size, so that's not so good. Okay, then I've got my figure. So sit down for this. I'll do his head first. And then his pants. And I want to do dry brush. So use my rag a lot. I should have some scrap paper, but I haven't. Maybe I can turn over this and just... Okay. So you have to get your brush very dry. And then you can do your dry brush technique. Okay. Okay, and then let's do some kind of so maybe his shirt will be in shadow, so do a light shadow, but I think I'm going to use this kind of yellow ochre with a touch of red colour for that, because I want the shadow to be really light. Okay, and then this here needs darkening. Okay, like that. Then let it dry, and then once it's dried we can do the skin on it. And I've noticed that I haven't got my reflection for this tree here, so get my mop brush, and this paint is a bit dirty, this water, so I should really clean that. But anyway, just wet this, and if you've got a really big brush, big flat brush, that would be better, because then you touch the surface of the paper less, like just one time, or twice, once, twice. That's the best. And then get a thick mix, blue, red, yellow ochre, very thick, very dark. And then let's do reflections for that. And reflections for that. And here too. And reflections there. Okay, and I might be able to clean up here where it went too dark because my timing was wrong. Oh. And down the middle. Oh, that's a bit better. And here too. And this might be dry enough for me to do the skin tones. You should really wait until it's perfectly dry. So get some yellow ochre, thick, a touch of alizarin crimson, really thick. Mine is still too watery. Trying to get away from that water. And then here we go. Still too watery. Goodness me. And then there. And then here. Arm. And his other arm. So it is difficult to paint arms, it really, really is. And hands especially. But that's not too bad. They don't look totally stuck on. So we've got a figure. Yeah, trees are fine. Reflections. Maybe some splatter down here. Oh, I know what I didn't do. I didn't do that touch of blue, did I? in these reflection, well, in this reflective surface. Goodness me. And I might even do some pure water down here. See what that looks like. Well, because it's quite wet, it's disappearing. So what I might do as an experiment, and it's always good to experiment, is get some blue, pure blue, and let's just drop that in. And that might give us that blue touch I was hoping for. Okay, and there we go. I think finished. Maybe when it's dry I might do a few little stones. Oh, I need to soak up that pool of water there. Okay, so let it dry, then I might add a few stones. I might as well add them now in this dry area. Is it dry here? I think so. Yep. There we go. And a few here. Not too many. I'm overdoing it. And then let's leave that to dry.